Back again, officially in off-season mode. Episode 40. We got some tough decisions to make. So last episode we went through the whole transfer portal and final recruiting of the off-season. Now we on National Signing Day. This is everybody we done signed, everybody who done chose to sign with us, commit to us. You saw we pulled off some big time recruits. We pulled off big time transfers in Omar Graham Jr., Cam Hardy, big time acquisitions, Javius Bond, Fortenberry. You know, the list goes on. We pulled off a big deep threat receivers that we needed. We pulled off a 4-star in Rodney Abreu. We've had a spectacular offseason thus far in year 2. And now we got tough decisions to make because we got position changes and all of that, but again, I've acquired quite a few people, and some people are gonna have to get cut. And Nadoma, I remember, if you've been staying this long with me, you remember I said if Nadoma ended up being a better overall than Fine and Akuda, then he was gonna get the nod. And right now, he's a 75 overall 4-star recruit. And even though his speed is lacking compared to George Fine, I might have to give him the nod. But then again, we still got to see what progression leads to. Progression, George Fine and Akuda might pass him up. So we'll see. But we just going through the position changes, seeing who needs to move positions. And also while I'm going through these position changes, seeing who I'm probably going to try to force to transfer, because again, I don't know how many players we're going to have on a roster, and I acquired quite a few through the recruiting process and the transfer portal. So you might be calling me Coach Prime, because I might be having some tough conversations with some of these kids about some decisions like, hey, it might be in your best interest to go elsewhere because you're not going to see the field at all here, not in this organization. We constantly trying to build up the organization and bring better players in, players with better attributes, players with better traits. And if your overall isn't up there and you don't have the traits to play for this team, you got to go play elsewhere. Because if I can't force you, you're going to get redshirted, and I'm going to force you the next season, one way or another. So it's not like Madden. I can't just straight up cut players. So, so Fortenberry is looking to be a pretty solid acquisition at tight end, but the go-tos would be like Sullivan and Brown with the high acceleration and speed, even though their speed isn't spectacular, but the acceleration will come in handy. Baggs is a good acquisition. He's probably gonna be redshirted this first year. These tackles, just trying to check out and see what these guys overall is. Aletti, he was redshirted. Boy, I hope you increase a good little bit, because I could have sworn that dude was like a 3 or 4-star. How the hell are you rated that low when you're a 3 or 4-star athlete? I don't get it. Duke Clawson as well. Like, these guys were 3, 4-star athletes and they're rated low. This has to be a glitch in the game or something. There's no way them guys is that low. But I digress. Nonetheless, we just really just going through looking to see what these guys is rated and get an idea for the moves that I'm gonna make when it comes time to building the depth chart, red shirting players, who to encourage to transfer. That's all I'm really doing right here, because I really don't have no ambitions to move anybody unless I'm weak at a certain position and certain players can make up for that elsewhere. So like O-line is always O-line, I feel like anybody can move on an O-line. If you're lacking in another area, like if you're lacking at guard, you're lacking at center, but you're heavy at the tackle position, then you can easily swap those guys from the tackle position and move them to guard. You could swap those guards from the guard position and move them to center, and so on and so forth. So, ends, Marcelin coming in, he was redshirted his freshman year. And then his second year, which was his actual freshman year, He actually had a really good game. I mean, not a really good game, but he actually had a really good year. He had a really good year, and I'm expecting him to step up. Cam Hardy with the 87 speed, 94 acceleration. Now, I know Wilkie Denard and McLeod are ahead of him, but I got to find a way to get that man on the field. You can't, I mean, that speed, you can't leave that speed on a bench. I'm going to find a way to get him on the field and cause havoc because I didn't bring him over. I ain't bring him over in the portal for no reason. I'm going to utilize him. So Brantley Jr., not probably what I'm going to end up doing down the line, if not right now, is move Denard to defensive tackle so I can give these guys a reason to be on the field. So Johnson at left outside linebacker is by himself. So I'm going to have to move somebody to left outside linebacker. And most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these middle linebackers, one of the faster ones, and move them to outside linebacker. So Mike Nickerson is a freshman that we just pulled in. 4-star recruit, I believe. I can't keep up. It's so many players you got to keep up with. But I do know he was higher up. He was either a 3 or 4-star, but I believe he is a 4-star. So I might want to keep him there, though, because somebody that fast, I want them in the middle because I primarily user the middle linebacker. So maybe these guys down here towards the end I move. I might even go and move Cam Hardy to outside linebacker. Never know. But I'm still going through and seeing what I'm going to do. So right outside linebacker, they got quite a few people. I can probably move two over to left outside linebacker. So Cameron Goggins, sophomore, red shirt. His speed, his acceleration is up there, but that speed could get us cooked depending on who we play. So I might have to. He might be a safety move later on down the line. Not right now. I'm gonna leave him at corner right now, but we're gonna see. Antonio Smith, that's that dude right there. That's that dude, reigning defensive back of the year. So Jacoby Spells is left. We got Bennett, who had an excellent year last year. So we got 2 kickers in. We got a red-shirted freshman, and we got a freshman. So we're going to have to make do. We try not to kick field goals anyways, but we're going to have to make do. Plus, we still got the progression coming up, too, as well. So we shall see how that pans out. But as of now, as it stands before progression, it's looking like Ndoma going to be the starter. Now, if something changes with progression and Fine passes him up or he ties his overall or passes it up by 1, then I'll start Fine. Because Fine's got the speed, so only time will tell. We're going to go ahead and advance and see what the progression looks like going into the following week. So we got training results. Let's see what the training results tell us. Is Ndoma going to be the starter or what? So George Fine ended up going up to a 76, Okuda to a 73, George Poole to a 67, Dora to a 64. So obviously they ain't going to get no PT. If anything, I'm probably going to encourage them to transfer because these other guys already got them ahead of them. So Jamari Sands ended up going up to 88. And he's got 93 acceleration, 99 agility, 97 change of direction. So I ended up bringing in Javius Bond, but it's looking like the guy I'm gonna have to start is Jamari Sands because why not? Why not? So Dominic Henry went up to 81. Paris Meeks went up to 81. LaShawn Grenard went up to a 78. Vasquez to a 77. KZ to a 72. Cooks to a 70. Montgomery to a 69. Smith Jr. to a 68. Rivers to a 64. So we slowly building that speed up. The speed ain't over the top yet. We got one over the top with Paris Meeks with the 99 speed, 90 excel. Everybody else is 92, 90, so on and so forth. But we're going to get there. We working. We got one in there. Dominic, he might be 92 speed, but, he get the job done. He is a deep threat. So we're going to see these classes coming in the future. Oh, it's not even showing. I forgot it doesn't even show the freshmen. I got two freshmen coming in that's 97, 98 speed. Anyways, so that speed is up there. No, it's building. So some of them guys gonna get encouraged to dip up out of there. Anyways, so I'm just now noticing too that our team overall jumped to 83. We got 82 on offense, 84 on defense. That's excellent because I think when a season finished, we was 80 overall or 79 overall. So the progression definitely helped. The incoming freshmen we acquired helped. So I'm intrigued to see what our overall is gonna be because after getting a playoff berth in year one, I think we ended up what was our ranking? That's so long ago I don't forgot. It was in the 20s or something. And then beating Oregon and then coming up just short against UCF. We ended up being unranked going into year two. And now year two, after like the first week, we got on the board. We was ranked. We climbed up them charts. We stayed within the top 3 after a certain point for the whole year till we eventually got to number 1. We won a natty chip. So I'm intrigued to see where we're ranked going into year 3. Will we be ranked? Will they have us unranked again? I would assume we have to be ranked. We won a national championship. So only time will tell. We still got another step. We're still in the off season. So we got to see. And it's about time for those tough decisions that I was saying that we were going to have to make. So we got to encourage transfers. It's just how many. Oh my God. So we got to encourage 15 players to leave because we have such a high overage in recruits that came in. So a lot of these guys is a no-brainer. Like I said, Poole and Dora, that's a no-brainer. I mean, we got 3 really good quarterbacks ahead of them. Probably should keep 4, but we got 3 ahead. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep 4 for now. As far as these running backs, if you're slower with the speed, I'm sorry, you can get up out of here. Jamari Sands is acceptable because when you look at all his other intangibles, like his acceleration, his agility, his change of direction, that's high. That's gonna have me give him the edge over the other guys. Even though Javius Bond is faster than him and his acceleration is up there, his agility is 7 points lower. So, but he's not going anywhere either. He can't go anywhere, but you get my drift. The guys that are lower that can't help me with their attributes, you got to get out of here. I'm sorry. If your speed is low at wide receiver, like Cooks, bro, you got to get up out of here, my guy. You got to go find somewhere else. So everybody else at receiver should be good. Tight ends, do I want to? I don't know. I might got some other positions that I can force before I force any of my tight ends. I might have to revisit this. So left tackle. Decisions. Again, tough decisions to make because I still got 11 more guys that I got to encourage to leave. But not everybody is sad. Some people are good prospects. So, ay. And then we got certain positions where some of the guys, they are either redshirted or they're transfers or they're freshmen and can't be forced to leave. That's what makes making these decisions so tough because now you got to look at players that you never really intended on encouraging the transfer and asking them to transfer. And I still got 10 that I have to go. You would have thought by the time I got to middle linebacker, I would have at least had half of these guys gone, but I've only been able to encourage five people to leave thus far. Oh my God, it only gets worse. Ay. This is tough. Let's see. Golly, even at the cornerback position, bro. What the hell? All right, safety. This might be the play right here. Payne gonna have to go. That 84 speed, I'm sorry, I can't work with that. I don't care if you have a higher overall than other guys. You got to go. Miller's probably going to have to go too. Damn it. See, I can't put myself in this position again. Because I still got 8 players I got to encourage to get the hell up out of Dodge. But I don't know who I'm gonna encourage to leave. So it's probably gonna be Pool. Pool. I was trying to hold on to you, but again, if we got to make cuts somewhere, we got to make cuts somewhere, and you probably gonna have to be that one. So draft, your good is gone too, my guy, because your speed ain't up there, and we need the space. Got to get rid of 6 more. So, We do we really need 3 fullbacks though? I could get Ruben to go. He's a senior. I want to keep the other guys because those are the guys that I brought in. All right, so 5 more. Gonna have to force probably another receiver. I might have to revisit them tight ends. If I have to force a receiver, it'd probably be Casey. If I have to force a receiver. Let's see. Montgomery. I hated to see Montgomery go, but you know what? They screwed me on Montgomery anyways by me recruiting him and then them starting him off as a junior. Like, where the hell you do that at? So it's tight end. So I got 3 more I gotta encourage to dip. So probably be best to force this junior out of here and keep the young guys. I'm not forcing a senior because he's the best left tackle we have. So it would probably be St. John. See, center. Chris Berman. Chris Berman probably going to be the one that have to go because he's a lower overall. I don't care if he's one of the younger guys, but Yoshivas might be the play right there too. So yeah, he's gone. We got 2 more. 2 more, and then we done making these tough decisions, man. I can't put myself in this position again, bro. This is crazy. Because you're so limited on who you can encourage to transfer. Two more guys. Where are we going? Oh, he got 73 speed. Man, get him out of here. And I still ain't addressed that left outside linebacker position either. Miller might be good as gone. Because all these other guys got better speed. So sorry, Miller. Again, tough decisions, but I mean, it's not like I could play all you guys at one time anyways. Receiver is different. I could put 3-4 receivers on the field at once. So, all right. Done making these decisions, making these changes. We good to go on that. Coach upgrades, coach skills. We got 10. Do I want to use that right now or do I want to chill out? I need to start saving some of this stuff so I can get some of these bigger archetypes. Some of these, so I can pay for some of these other. There we go. Okay, so good. Scheme guru, architect, tactician. Yeah, I need to start letting some of that build up a lot more so I can start getting some of those other branches to the skill tree for him and really broaden the horizons. That's probably what's holding me back too from being able to bring in like some 5-star recruits and as many 4-star recruits as everybody else as well. So we're gonna go ahead and advance to the next week. See what the next week holds to us. Because we're not gonna do custom conferences. We already did that by adding Notre Dame to our conference. So even though eventually if I keep winning like I'm winning, then I'm probably going to try to go somewhere like the SEC. And if I do indeed go to the SEC, I'm probably going to bring like Miami with me as well. But we're going to go ahead and cut that short right there. If you made it this far and you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with the Dynasty rebuild content, tutorials, etc. Everything college football 25. That's been my time. Till next time. Peace.